Mhm.
What's up, guys? My name's Luke. Thanks for tuning in to day 11. It will be a lot easier for you to follow along with today's lesson if you have read John chapter 11. So if you haven't read it yet, hit the pause button and check it out. God's timing is perfect. His timing is different than ours, and we won't always understand it, but that doesn't change the fact that His timing is perfect. Life is full of challenging situations and circumstances, and most of the time we will not understand why we are going through the difficult situations we face. However, that's not true for God. Unlike us, He is able to see the big picture, and regardless of what happens in our lives, God is able to use challenging circumstances for our good and His glory. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to His purpose." No one understood why Jesus allowed Lazarus to die. On the surface, it didn't make any sense. Everyone knew He could have healed Lazarus. Jesus had performed many miracles, and Lazarus' friends and family knew that Jesus could have done it again. So why didn't He, they wondered. You might be wondering the same thing about the difficult situation you are going through. Why is God allowing me to go through this? Why isn't He here for me? And how much longer is this going to go on? When you are in the middle of a tough situation, it's easy to ask these kinds of questions and to become discouraged and overwhelmed. It happens. But when it does, I want you to remember Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to His purpose. I challenge you to memorize this verse. God is all-powerful. He is in control of everything. He can transform any situation for His glory. There is nothing too big for Him to handle, and He's not surprised by anything. Even though Lazarus suffered a little while and died, and his family experienced some pain and heartache, that wasn't the end of the story. Jesus showed up on the scene and raised Lazarus from the dead. He totally transformed the situation. He turned it from a day of sadness into a day of joy. God used the death of Lazarus to cause many people to begin to believe in His Son Jesus. I want to point out that it wasn't easy for Jesus to allow Lazarus to go through what he had to. He loved Lazarus, and He wept over his friend. He was moved with compassion over the death of Lazarus and the pain his friends were going through. He loves you just as much. He is aware of your situation, and He is full of compassion for you. Even when you don't realize it, He is working on your behalf. What you are going through may not make sense right now, but learn to trust in Jesus. He will show up, and in His perfect timing, He will work a miracle. He will use the challenge you are facing for your good, for the good of others, and for His glory. Check back in tomorrow, and don't forget to like, comment, and share this video.